Hello and welcome back to Astro Tina. This is your May 2025 monthly horoscope. Let's begin with Aries. So Aries, May opens with a fiery energy for the Aries natives. The Sun, Venus, and later Mercury all energize your first and second houses, making you more visible, attractive, and determined. Love is bold but volatile, so your magnetism will definitely pull more admirers, but impatience could sour delicate moments. Now, married Aries might watch their tone as well, so during mid-month, be careful of your tone and the words that you use. Now, health wise, you're full of stamina early on, but beware of burning out early by the third week. So, rest also becomes very important. Now, career picks up serious steam, so you may push through projects with increased speed. However, Mars and Gemini can cause communication mishaps with colleagues, so stay mindful. Again, be mindful of your words this month. Now, money does improve steadily. Venus and Taurus boost material gains, but luxury spending does tempt you, so be very mindful of your spending, especially after mid-May. Now let's look at your daily calendar, where I'll go over your honey days, your money days, and the days you need to practice caution. So let's begin. Now, the first of the month is actually a great month, especially for local trip traveling, to spend time with your siblings. The energy around the home environment is really good from the 1st to the 4th, even up to the 6th is quite nice. Especially the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th are really days where you feel supported and loved at home. You'll also see that your rapport with your mother is quite good on these days. So if you need to have that chit chat with her, or you're looking for some advice from your mother figure, that's also a really good time for that as well. Now, moving on to the 5th and 6th of the month, this is where you'll find that mentally you're very focused. You're also very creative on these days as well. If you're looking to do any kind of projects, if you're into the arts, if you're into any kind of creative fields as a career, it's also a great time for you as well. If you're having any energy blocks mentally, this is where it will clear. If you're learning something new, if you're a student, you'll also see that on these days, you're able to absorb the information more easily on these days. You'll actually understand things in a more clear and concise way. Now, moving on to the 7th, 8th, and 9th. This is where you do have to practice some caution. These are your caution days. So the 7th, 8th, and 9th, you might have to deal with health disputes, debt type issues. So be mindful. Be mindful of your energies, because your energies will not be supported. So the energies around you will be irritated, so you're more likely to get into a dispute. Your health could also be not at its best, so just lay low on these days. Know that the 10th and 11th are great days coming up. They're the honey days, where for those of you who are married, these are great days for you to spend with your spouse. And for those of you who are in business with a partner, this is also the time you want to sit down and have that meeting, because they'll actually understand what you need in the partnership. They're actually more in sync with your energies. So great time for that meeting. Moving on to the 12th, 13th, and 14th, this is where your energies are stressed. So you will definitely have a lot on your mind. You'll have a lot on your plate, and you just need to lay low to pass these energies. Moving on to the 15th and 16th, this is where your energies do improve. You're feeling much better. More optimism comes your way. You're also in the mood for higher learning, for spirituality. For those of you who want to spend time with your father or get advice from your father, these are great days for that. Even your mentor. Moving on to the 17th and 18th, this is where you need to start focusing on your work. So your work environment actually comes into focus here. So you want to put your best foot forward, and you want to showcase your skill set. You want to have that meeting at work, because the results will be in your favor on these days. Moving on to the 19th, 20th, and 21st. These are great days for you to do some socializing. Go out, have some fun with your friends, and socialize, and it's a very enjoyable energy. Now, moving on to the 22nd and 23rd, this is where you'll find that your energies are low. This is where you'll find that you don't quite feel loved, you don't feel supported, you want to self isolate, you want to be in your cocoon. This is where you could also have unexpected expenses. You could also have some decision that needs to be made regarding money. So I would say don't make that decision. Hold off, keep that decision pending so that you don't make the wrong decision. Let this energy pass, and then moving forward, you can make those decisions that need to be made. Moving on to the 24th, 25th, this is now you're moving into better energies. Your energies have picked up. This is where you should focus on yourself. Do some self-rejuvenation, some self-reflection, do some meditation, do maybe write a journal. Focus on yourself and bringing up your own energies. Now, moving on to the 26th and 27th, these are your money days. This is where you'll find that the money flow is really nice and easy on these days. So definitely great days for you to do some money manifestation. And also, if you need to borrow money, great days to ask because the resistance is low on these days. So you'll be able to get it much easier. If you need to send out those invoices, chances are they'll get paid. And if you've lent out money, this is the time to get it back because you won't have any resistance. The money flow is easy on these days. Moving on to the 28th and 29th, this is where you could do some local trip traveling, whether it's for leisure, whether it's for your work, but you'll definitely have a good time on these days. These are very positive energies. Moving on to the 30th and 31st, this is where the energies at home again, this week of 24th to the 31st, very, very nice energies, very supportive. So now let's go over the caution days. So unexpected expenses and health issues, you could see those on the 22nd, 23rd. Again, health issues, debts, disputes, expenses, that's the 7th, 8th, and 9th. And anything related to things that bring you stress, that's the 12th, 13th, and 14th. So these days are your caution days, 22nd, 23rd, 7, 8, 9, 12, 13, and 14. During these days, if you have any court dates, if you have any dates anywhere that you need any results, I would say postpone them to more favorable days so that way you get results that are more in your favor, especially court dates. So just be mindful of those days, be mindful of your energies and the energies around you. The rest of the month, Aries, is yours. Now, your money days, where money flow will be really good and you'll see it manifesting, is the 26th and 27th. Now, if you're in the money markets and you want to learn about money, the 5th, 6th, 17th, and 18th are really great days for you to learn about the markets, and you'll definitely absorb something. You'll actually learn something new. Something will click and you'll be able to pick up that information really easily. Now, moving on to, if you're already into the markets and you want to invest further, then the 19th, 20th, and 21st are really great days for that. Again, this is not financial advice. Please speak to a professional when it comes to your finances. Now, your honey days, for those of you who are married, the 10th and 11th are great days for you to have that date, spend some time together, and build your bond and make it stronger. Now, for those of you who are single, the 5th, 6th, 17th, and 18th are great days for you to go out on that date. Definitely feelings will get reciprocated on those days. You'll see that romance is in the air, and you'll see that the energy is fun. It's pleasurable, and it's also a very creative energy. So really, really good days for that. For those of you who are in school and who are studying, or anybody who's taking any courses, the 5th, 6th, 17th, and 18th are great days for you to really absorb that information. If you have any projects that need to be handed in, these are great days for that as well. You should see good results. Now, for those of you who want to focus on yourself, the best days to really collect your energies this month would be the 24th and 25th to re-energize yourself so that way you can move forward into June 2025. So there you go, Aries. That's your May 2025 monthly calendar. I hope you make the best of every opportunity that comes your way. I would love for you to subscribe if you haven't already, and please don't forget to like and comment below. Make any comments regarding the dates and how they're working for you, how you think I could improve the calendar, and if you appreciate the calendar, please don't forget to subscribe, as your support is greatly appreciated. Thank you so much. Hello and welcome to Astro Tina. This is your May 2025 monthly horoscope. So for Taurus natives, May is a month of awakening for Taurus. Jupiter is blessing your first house, expanding your confidence and your inner stability. Love feels rich and it feels grounded. So if you're single, new connections feel very karmic. If you're already in a commitment, if you're partnered, then commitments deepen in a natural, more effortless kind of a way. Now, regarding your health, health improves overall, but weight fluctuations are possible, especially with indulging as Venus enters your sign. So stay active and stay balanced. Career-wise, this is your time to show leadership. So you won't need to shout, you just need to do it quietly in your grounded kind of presence. That will definitely inspire others around you. Financially, gains are there. Gains through both effort and luck are very strong for you in the month of May. Investments in real estate, jewelry, any kind of business expansion does bring long-term benefits. So now let's look at your daily calendar. So Taurus, the first of the month is your money day. This is where you'll see you have more money in your wallet on these days. It's easier to manifest money on these days. The second and third and fourth are really great for local trip traveling. You'll see you'll do a lot of local traveling, whether it's due to leisure traveling, whether it's work related. Either way, you'll have a good time of it. The fifth and sixth, you're very happy at home. The home environment here is very supportive. It's very loving. It's giving you peace of mind, peace of heart here. Moving on to the 7th, 8th, and ninth. This is where you'll find that mentally you are very focused here. Your mental energies are very sharp on these days. You're also feeling very creative. You're feeling very inspired on these days. If you're in school, these are great days for you to learn something new. If you're taking a course, if you're an artist, these are great days where you'll find that your energy flows are really good. You're feeling extra creative on these days. Now, moving towards the evening of the 9th, moving into the 10th and 11th, you'll find that here is where you need to practice some caution, as you could have health, debt, dispute-related issues. These are days that you'll find that your energies are, they're very irritated, and the energies around you are also irritated, causing issues where you could easily get into a dispute with someone. You could also have debt on your mind on these days, and your health is also not at its best. So these things put together are energies that are kind of difficult to deal with. If you are someone who's dealing with a court case, these are days where you want to maybe change the court dates, as the results will not be in your favor. So you definitely move it to the more positive days of the month. You have quite a lot of good days here. Now, moving forward to the 12th, 13th, and 14th. These are great days. These are days, especially if you're married. These are days that you could reconnect with your spouse, build your bond, make it stronger. If you've been in odds with your spouse, these are great days for you to, sit down, have that chat, reconnect. Also, if you're someone in a partnership, this is also a great time that your energies will be in sync. So definitely make the most of these positive days and this positive energy that's coming to you. Moving forward to the 15th and 16th, these are stressful days. These are days where you'll feel like you have a lot on your shoulders, a lot on your mind. So my suggestion would be to let this energy pass, because the energy coming up the week next is quite lovely, quite positive. So 17th to the 23rd is a really nice week for you. So 17th, 18th, this is where now your energies are more optimistic. This is where you're feeling much better. Your focus is more aligned, and you've got a lot on your mind when it comes to work. So this is a great week for you to focus your energies on work, to showcase your talent, to put your best foot forward in any meeting. Go ahead and have that, because the results will be in your favor. Your superiors will actually be more ready to hear you out. To your any ideas that you put forward will definitely get recognition. So it's great for name, fame, recognition, putting your energies forward as far as work is concerned. Now, moving on to the 22nd and 23rd, these are great days for you to actually focus on your your friends and your family, your your socializing. So it's a great time for you to go out, have some fun with your friends, and enjoy some good food. The energy is really good on these days. Now, moving forward to the 24th, 25th. So beginning of 23rd, evening of 23rd, you'll see that the energies are now going into a more kind of a low energy. Your energies here have your energies here are a little bit, they're lowered. So you don't have the same energy as you did in the previous week. Here, these 2 days, your energies will be where you do want to self-isolate. You are self-reflecting on, the energies around you. You're not quite feeling supported as you wish that you were. So this is bringing you into yourself. So you want to also be mindful of any unexpected expenses that could show up during this time. And also, you might also feel that there could be a decision that needs to be made. I would say if there's any decisions that need to be made, especially regarding finances, hold off on that decision, as you could make the wrong decision. Let this energy pass and then it'll be fine. If you do make a decision on these days, chances are more higher that you will regret the decision that you made and you might have buyer's remorse. So moving forward to the 26th and 27th, this is where you do need to focus on yourself. You want to self-rejuvenate. You want to self-reflect, gather your energies, recharge that battery so that you have energy for yourself. These are your days. Moving forward to the 28th and 29th, this is where you want to focus your energies on your finances, because again, the first 28th and 29th, these are your money days of the month. This is where you'll find that the money flow is easy. You'll find that you have more money in your wallet. If you need to borrow money, it's easy. It'll come to you in a more easier way. The restrictions are not there. So definitely do that money manifestation because it'll be more in your favor. Now, moving on to the 30th and 31st. This is, again, great for local trip traveling. So you do have a lot of local trip traveling this month. So definitely make the most of it. Enjoy it. The weather has improved, and why not? So now let's look at your caution days. So days you need to practice some caution. Be careful of the energies within you, around you, as they're not being very supportive. So unexpected expenses and health issues, 24th, 25th. Health issues, debt-related issues, any you could easily get into a dispute, easily have expenses on the 10th and 11th. Stressful days, 15th and 16th. Now, these are 6 days where you do have to practice some caution. The rest of the month is your month, Taurus. So definitely make the most of this month. Now, looking at money days, your money days are the first 28th and 29th. This is where the money flow will definitely be there. Money will definitely manifest physically for you more easily. If you want to learn about money, if you want to learn about the markets, then the 7th, 8th, and 9th are really great days for that. If you're already in the markets and you want to invest further, then the 22nd, 23rd are good days for you. Again, this is not financial advice. Please speak to a money manager for that. Now, moving forward to your honey days. So those of you who are married, in a relationship, in a partnership, the 12th, 13th, and 14th are really good days for you to spend some time with your significant other, as the energies are very favorable for you and your union on these days. For those of you who are single, then the 7th, 8th, and 9th are good days for you to actually go out and spend some time and enjoy yourself. Go on that date. Now moving forward to your learning days. For those of you who are in school or taking a course or trying to learn something new, then definitely the 22nd and 23rd are good days for you to do that, as you'll see that you're more easily able to absorb the information and really have it click and really understand it. And your focus will be sharp on these days. Now, I would say that on the 26th and 27th, Taurus, definitely take the energy of these days where you can really recharge your battery, focus on yourself, do that rest, relaxation, and that self-reflection. So that way you have the energy to move forward into the month of June. So there you go, Taurus. That was your May 2025 calendar. I hope to see you again in June. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and send this forward to a Taurus if you know a Taurus. I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching today. Welcome back to Astro Tina. Well, Gemini, this is your May 2025 monthly horoscope. So Gemini may feel like a secret. Busy workshops behind the scene with many planets in your 12th house early on. So you might actually crave solitude and self-reflection. Love may feel distant. Some relationships could go through a phase of silent yearning as well. Regarding your health, does demand attention. Sleep in particular. Dreams may become more vivid, more symbolic. So definitely listen to what your dreams are saying to you. Careers also could have hidden opportunities as well for you. You may go through, you may get some offers that aren't quite in the public yet behind the scenes. So definitely strategic moves are now being, they will definitely pay off by June. Mars in your first house makes you impulsive. Resist the urge for any harsh purchases or any risky type loans. Now let's break it up by day to day by looking at your calendar, where I'll go over your honey days, your money days, and days where you need to practice caution. So Gemini, the first of the month is your day month. This is where you want to focus your energies on yourself. It's a great time to actually reflect, relax, and rest and rejuvenate yourself. Moving forward, you have a really wonderful week. So actually almost the first half of the month is quite nice. You do have about 7 days where you need to practice caution, but the rest of the month is your month. Now, moving forward to the second, third, and fourth, these are your money days. This is where you'll find that the money flow is quite nice, quite easy, and you are able to manifest money on these days more easily. If you need to borrow money, great days to ask for that money. You'll see you'll have more money in your wallet on these days. Moving forward to the 5th and 6th, great days for local trip traveling, whether it's work related, whether it's hobby related, whether it's leisure, you'll definitely enjoy yourself. 7th, 8th, and 9th. These are great days for you. Again, positive energy in the home environment. You'll find that you're happy at home on these days. 10th and 11th, this is where you'll find that mentally you're very focused. You're able to really absorb information on these days. Your creativity is really on a high note on these days. So you want to enjoy yourself. Do something fun on these days. Moving forward to the 12th, 13th, and 14th, this is where you do need to practice some caution related to health, debt, and disputes. And so your health will not be feeling its best. Debt, you could definitely have that on your mind. That could be an issue you have to deal with on these days. And also dispute. So you could easily get into an argument or a fight with someone as your energies are very irritated on these days because you're not feeling your best. And the energies around you are also irritated, causing the energies to kind of conflict. So if you're someone who's dealing with a court case, these days are not favorable. So definitely postpone and reschedule for more positive days. Now, moving forward to the 15th, 16th, these are your honey days. This is where if you're married, if you're in a partnership, if you're already with someone, these are great days for you to spend with that somebody, because you'll be able to rebuild your strength as a couple. You can bond together nicely. It's also a very romantic time. So definitely go out, have that date with your spouse, and enjoy yourself. Moving forward to the 17th, 18th, again, this is where you do have to be mindful because this energy is a little bit stressed. So you are definitely going to feel like you have a lot on your mind, you have a lot on your shoulders. I would say definitely let this energy pass because 19th, 20th, you're definitely feeling better by now. And it's a more positive energy. It's a more optimistic energy. This is where you're going to feel like, You want to do something spiritually. These are also great days for you to spend some time with your father figure. If you need to get some advice from your father, definitely great days for that as well. Moving forward in this week, this is a great work week for you. So this is where you want to focus your energies on work, especially on the 22nd and 23rd. This is where if you showcase your skill set at work, it'll definitely get appreciated. You'll get recognition at work. Moving forward to the 24th and 25th, great days for you to do some socializing, have some friends over, go out with them, do some socializing, enjoy some fun, enjoy some food, and enjoy that good, positive, happy energy. Moving forward to the 26th and 27th. And this is where you'll find that on the evening of the 25th, you'll see that the energies are already starting to kind of feel like your energies are low. You're not feeling that great. This is where you also feel like you don't quite feel like you want to spend time with anyone. You want to self-isolate. You want to go over things that are going on in your life. This is time for yourself where you need to look at the energies around you. So you're not going to feel supported during these days. And that's going to cause you to go into self-isolation and have your energies kind of emotionally be very low. Also on these days, you want to be mindful of any unexpected expenses. If somebody wants you to sign any papers, make any financial decisions, these are not the best days for that. So definitely let this energy pass. So keep that decisions pending. Otherwise, you could have buyer's remorse. You could also, look back on that decision and think it was a bad decision that you made. But if you let this energy pass, then chances are either that decision you're having to make either just goes away or you'll actually make the right choices after these dates. Now, moving forward to the 28th and 29th, again, these are your days. Focus on yourself. Recharge yourself. You deserve rest, relaxation. Do some self-reflecting on these days. Recharge your battery. And the 30th, 31st, these are your money days. You have a lot of really good money days this month. So definitely a good money month for you. So now let's quickly recap the important days of the month for you, Gemini. Your caution days are 26th, 27th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 17th, and 18th. These are the days you will not be feeling your best. You could be dealing with expenses, unexpected expenses, disputes, any decisions that need to be made. Please don't do them on these days as the results will not be in your favor. You could get used to make the wrong decisions. So keep the decisions pending on these days. If you have any court cases, dates on these days, definitely change them to more favorable days so that you can have the results in your favor. Now let's look at your money days. Actual money manifestation, the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 30th, and 31st are great days where you'll see money in hand. If you want to learn about money, then the 10th and 11th are really great days for you to learn about the markets. If you're already in the markets and you want to invest further, then the 24th and 25th are great days for you. Again, this is not financial advice. Speak to a professional. Now let's talk about love, your honey days. For those of you who are married in a committed relationship, then the 15th and 16th are your good love days for you. If you're single, then the 10th and 11th are the days that you want to have that date and make that connection. The romance will definitely be in the air. Now moving forward to those of you who are students and learning or in a course or artists who need to tap into your creativity, then the 10th and 11th are really great days for that. And Gemini, the days where you want to recharge your battery, the 1st, 28th, and 29th, great days for rest, relaxation, and self-reflection. There you go, Gemini. That was May 2025. And I hope you make the best of every opportunity that May presents to you. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel as your support is greatly appreciated. And if there's anything that you think I can improve on, please comment below. Thank you so much for being with me today. Hello and welcome to Astro Tina. Cancer, this is your May 2025 monthly forecast. So, Cancer, friendships and networking are center stage for you in May, with multiple planets activating your 11th house. So, new alliances form rapidly. Romantic prospects could emerge from your social circles as well, or friendships could turn into something even more serious. Now, when we're talking about health, health is stable, but emotional ups and downs could be causing a very occasional fatigue. Now, career does rise steadily, group projects thrive, and superiors could take notice. So it's an excellent month for you to pitch ideas. Now, speaking of finances, financially, there are gains flowing through side hustles, digital ventures, or social media activities. So collaborations do bring in unexpected money to you. So now let's look at your daily calendar. So, the first of the month is where you do need to practice a bit of caution. You could have health related issues, debt related issues, um, any kind of, you could easily get into an argument with someone on these days. So, definitely be mindful on the first. Now, moving forward, the energies are looking quite good. It's a really good week for you. Now, the second, third, and fourth, these are days you want to focus your energies on yourself. So definitely be mindful of how you're spending time to rest and how to relax, how to do some self reflection, maybe do journaling. How do you recharge your battery? This is what you need to do on these days so that you have the energy that you need emotionally, physically, spiritually to move forward in the month. Now, the 5th, the 6th, these are great. These are your money days. This is where you'll find that physically you have money more readily available to you. You'll have more money in your wallet. If you need to borrow money, great days for you to ask. If you've lent out money, this is great time for you to get your money back. Now, moving on to the 7th, 8th, and 9th. These are days that are great for local trip traveling, whether it's leisure, whether it's work related. You'll definitely enjoy yourself while you're doing your local trip traveling. Now, the 10th and 11th, again, very happy, supportive energies, especially in the home environment. So, that first week of May is a really good home environment week. So, definitely make the most of that energy. Moving forward to the 12th, 13th, and 14th, this is where you want to be very focused on things that you're learning. If you're into the arts and you are, if you've been experiencing any kind of block in your creativity, this is where you'll find that it actually opens up because your creativity will definitely be on a high note. Mentally, you'll be very sharp, very focused, easily able to concentrate on things on these days. And it's a very enjoyable time. These 3 days are filled with lighthearted pleasure. It's a good energy. Now, moving forward to the 15th and 16th, this is where you do need to be a little bit mindful. These are your caution days. It's related to health, debt, and disputes. If you have any court cases, definitely make them on a more favorable day, as these are where the results will not be in your favor. And be mindful of the energies around you as it's not very supportive. Your energy is also low because of your health as well. So definitely just let this energy pass. Moving on to the 17th and 18th, these are your honey days. This is where love is in the air, especially if you're married, if you're in a partnership. Great days for you to enjoy some time with your other half. Moving on to the 19th, 20th, and 21st. This is where you'll find that you have a lot on your mind. You're feeling very stressed. You feel like there's a lot on your shoulders. And what I would say is just let this energy pass because the days ahead are really nice. So looking forward to the 22nd, 23rd, all the way up to the 27th. Really nice week for you. So the optimism is definitely there starting from the 22nd onwards. You're feeling better. If you want to spend some time with your gurus, if you want to spend time with your father, these are great days for you to get some advice from them. You'll definitely have their favor. You'll definitely have their ear on these days. Now, moving forward to the 24th and 25th. So actually from the week of the 22nd to the 27th, these are really good days for you to put your best efforts in at work because you definitely will get recognized at work. Your efforts will get recognized at work and you'll definitely make extra connections on these days as well, especially on the 26th and 27th. Where socializing, doing some networking, doing some social media will definitely show some good results for you. Now, moving forward to the 28th and 29th, this is where your energies are low because that's your caution days for you. So be mindful of your energies. You're going to want to self-isolate. Don't make any decisions on these days. Keep them pending. Chances are higher that you'll make the wrong decisions. If you need to sign papers, don't do them on these days. If you have court case, don't have them on these days. You could easily get into an argument, a dispute with someone, but your energies will definitely not be at its best on these days, so let this energy pass. Now, moving on to the 30th and 31st. Again, these are your days. Focus on yourself. You have 5 days this month where the universe is saying, you know what, focus on yourself. Rest, relax, rejuvenate, and do some self-relaxation, Gemini. Do that self-reflecting, maybe write in your journal and collect your energies. So there you go, Cancer. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, as your support is greatly appreciated. Thank you for being with me today. Welcome back, Leo. This is your May 2025 monthly horoscope. So Leo, this is a spotlight month for you. Leo, the Sun and Venus climb high into your 10th house of career. Recognition, awards, and also leadership positions are very possible. Romantic energy is also alive, but may take a backseat to your ambition. Now, you do need to be mindful of your relationships, as they do need nurturing to avoid feeling neglected. Now, health does improve dramatically, especially if you're maintaining discipline. But you do need to watch for stress-related type headaches by month's end. And career is on a golden field now. So definitely aim high, make demands, and demand your worth. You'll definitely see that people do see your worth this month. Financially, the month does promise upward mobility. So negotiations for salary hikes or even consulting rates could also see you succeed brilliantly this month. So now let's look at your monthly calendar. So Leo, the first of the month is a great day for you to actually do some socializing, do some networking. If you're in social media, great time for you to do that as well. Now, moving on to the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. This is where you do need to be a little bit mindful of your energies, as this is part of your caution days of the month. So your energies will be low on these days. If you have any decisions that need to be made, please don't do them on these days, as you could make the wrong decision. If you you could also have unexpected expenses on these days, and you might want to self-isolate as you don't feel love and support and all of that. Your energies are definitely low on these days. Now, moving forward, the week ahead is quite nice. So the 5th and 6th, these are energies that you need to focus on yourself. The universe here is allowing you to recharge your batteries. So these are good days for you to do some rest, relaxation, self-reflection. Now, the 7th, 8th, and 9th, these are your money days. This is where you want to focus your energies on your finances. You'll see that you have more money in your wallet on these days, and you can easily ask for money that's due back to you on these days as well. So definitely do some money manifestations on these days. So 10th and 11th, these are great days for you to spend some time with your siblings. Do some hobbies, do some writing, great days for communication. Moving forward to the 12th, 13th, and 14th. This is where your energies at home are quite nice, quite happy, quite supportive. So you're happy at home. 15th and 16th, this is where you're mentally feeling very focused. You're feeling very creative. You'll see that mentally there's spontaneity there, creativity there. And, this is a very enjoyable time. This is an enjoyable energy as well. Moving on to the 17th and 18th, you do need to be mindful of health, debt, and disputes on these days. So definitely let this energy pass. 19th, 20th, and 21st. These are your honey days. These are great days for those who are already in a relationship. So if you're married, if you're in a partnership, definitely spend some time with your spouse and make the most of this opportunity to bond. Now, the 22nd, 23rd, these are days where you need to kind of be mindful of your energies, and they are definitely going to be stressed. You're going to have a lot on your mind. You feel like you got a lot on your plate, so definitely let these energies pass. Now, moving on to the 24th and 25th, this is where now the energies are feeling more lighthearted. You're feeling more optimistic. You're looking forward to the week ahead. And the week ahead is definitely a week where you want to focus your energies on work. This is where your talents at work will definitely be showcased. You'll definitely get the recognition, the fame, and the credit that's due to you during this week. The 28th and 29th are actually your best days to do socializing, do networking, to build your friend circle, to definitely have some fun as well. Go out and have your friends, your food, your fun. Great days for that. So good, enjoyable energy. Now, moving to the 30th and 31st, this is where you do need to be mindful of your energy, as you could be dealing with health-related issues, debt-related issues, unexpected expenses, and also if you have anything that you need to sign, any decisions that need to be made, again, not good energies for that. So definitely let this energy pass, so that way you know you're in the right mind, in the right mental space to make the correct decisions for you. So let's go over your caution days, Leo. That's the 17th, 18th, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 31st, and the 30th, and the 22nd and 23rd. Now you're saying that's a lot of days, and it is. So this is a month where you do need to be a little bit careful. You may not be feeling its best, but the latter half of the month is much better. Now let's talk about your money days. Now money days where it actually manifests is the 7th, 8th, and 9th. You'll actually see more money in your pocket. But if you want to learn about money, then the 15th and 16th are great days for you to learn about the markets, study the charts. You'll actually be able to learn something new. If you're already in the markets and you want to invest further, then the 1st, 28th, and 29th are great days for you to do that. Again, this is not financial advice. Speak to a professional for that. Now, regarding love and romance, if you're married, if you're in a committed relationship, 19th, 20th, 21st, great days for that. If you're single and want to go out on that date, then the 15th and 16th are your most optimal dates for that. Now, if you're a student, if you're taking a course, if you're trying to learn something new, if you're trying to be creative, if you're an artist, then definitely the 15th and 16th is where you'll see that energy is definitely at a peak. Now, if you want to rest, rejuvenate, and recharge your battery for the month of May, then the 5th and 6th are the best days for you to do that. So go for that massage, spend some time. This is where you give back to yourself, because God knows, Leo, you definitely give back to everybody else. So definitely you deserve it. Spend some time on yourself. So there you go, Leo. That was May 2025. I hope you make the best of every opportunity that is presented to you, and just be mindful of the caution days. Everything else is your days. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, as your support is greatly appreciated. And comment below how you're finding the calendars. Are they accurate to you? Are you connecting? Are they resonating with you? How can I improve my calendars? Let me know. Thank you. Virgo, this is your May 2025 monthly horoscope. So Virgos, May invites adventure. Virgo with powerful transits in your 9th house, travel, education, and spiritual awakening is very dominant. Love may also blossom in foreign places, although you could share intellectual pursuits as well. So existing relationships definitely benefit from new experiences together. Now, in regards to health, health is moderate this year, so just avoid anything that's risky. Avoid any risky travel habits like bad eating schedules, eating out, fast foods. Those types of things definitely will throw a wrench in your travel situation. So definitely be mindful there. Career-wise, opportunities may arise in teaching, publishing, or even consulting fields. So that's a really good month for you as far as career. Money flow, if we're talking about money in the month of May, money flow feels better because from your efforts that you're making connecting to international affairs, to education, to long distance projects, you'll definitely see that the money is definitely coming in from these sources. So now let's look at your monthly calendar. So the first of the month, Virgo, for you is a great day for you at work. This is where your work environment will be very supportive to you, and you'll get the recognition that's due to you. Now, moving forward to the 2nd and 3rd, these are great days, and the 4th. These are great days for you to focus on networking. If you're in social media, great days for you to look at how you can connect with others, how to collaborate with others, how to build your friends circle as well. So definitely make the most of that opportunity. Moving forward to the 5th and 6th, this is where your energies will be low. This is where you want to self-isolate. This is where you need to be a little bit cautious. Be cautious of any unexpected expenses. If you have decisions that need to be made, avoid these 2 days, as you could make the wrong decision on these days. And also, if you have papers that need to be signed, avoid these 2 days, as you could make the wrong choices, wrong decisions, and sign contracts that you later would regret. So definitely let this energy pass. Moving on to the 7th, 8th, and 9th. These are great days. This is a time where you want to focus on yourself, recharge yourself, rest, relax, and do some self-reflection on these days. Gather the energy so that you have more energies mentally, physically, spiritual to move forward. Now, the 10th and 11th, these are your money days. These are days where you really want to focus on your money manifestation. And money will be physically more available to you on these days. You'll see you have more money in your wallet on these days. And if you want to borrow money, great days for you to ask. Now, moving forward to the 12th, 13th, and 14th. Great trip traveling days, especially local trip traveling, whether it's leisure, whether it's work related. You'll definitely enjoy yourself, and you'll definitely be on the roads a lot during those days. Moving forward to the 15th and 16th. Really good positive energy days for you, where you're actually feeling at peace, you're feeling happy at home. Your home environment is very loving and supporting, and you'll see that you're actually very much in sync with your mother figure. So spend some time with her. If you need to get advice, this is a great time for you to have that chat with her. So it's a good energy. 17th, 18th, again, good energies, positive energies. This is where mentally you're feeling very focused, whereas 15th and 16th, it's at a very emotional, good energy. This is a very, 17th, 18th is a good mental energy. So you're feeling very focused, you're feeling very creative, and you're wanting to go out, have fun, enjoy yourself. You're wanting to, if you're single, this is a great time for you to actually have that date, because romance is definitely in the air on the 17th and 18th. Now, 19th, 20th, and 21st. This is where you need to practice some caution. These are your caution days. Issues related to health, debt disputes. If you have any court cases, these are days you want to definitely avoid, as the results will not be in your favor. So definitely let this energy pass. Moving on to the 22nd, 23rd. These are your honey days. For those of you in partnership in a committed relationship, this is where you want to spend your time with your significant other. And you'll see that these are good days for you to build your bond, to connect, to reconnect, to go out on that date. Moving forward to the 24th and 25th. These are days that are feeling a little bit stressed. This is where you feel like you have a lot on your shoulders, you have a lot on your mind, and you have a lot on your plate. So definitely let this energy pass, lay low, and you'll see that the week ahead is a fantastic week. So 26th and 27th, now your energies have, you're feeling better, you're feeling more optimistic. The energies are more lighter. So definitely moving forward during this last week, great week for you to work on your work environment. So definitely present yourself really well at work. If you have work meetings that need to be had, definitely you'll see good results here. Do that presentation, present those ideas, because they'll definitely be accredited to you. You'll definitely get name and fame for them. Moving forward to the 30th and 31st, the week is ending really nicely here. So definitely great time for you to do some socializing. Go out with your friends, enjoy some food, have some fun. And there you go, Virgo. May is a really wonderful month for you. I hope you make the best of every opportunity that you see coming your way for the month of May. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, as your support is greatly appreciated. And please comment below how I could improve my calendar, so that way I present to you something that's even more useful to you. Thank you so much for watching today. Libra, this is your May 2025 monthly horoscope. So for Libra, May is a month of deep transformation. Your eighth house is highly activated, bringing changes around intimacy, shared finances, and deep emotional patterns. Now, love does feel magnetic, but it does feel very intense. There's also hidden fears or desires that may surface in your relationships. Health does improve slowly, but anxiety levels will need your attention. So meditation is a major ally this month. Now, looking at career transformations do occur. You may leave behind an old role or take on something new, deeper responsibilities. Now, financially, inheritance, insurance matters, or even commissions could also bring windfalls, but only after facing some initial challenges. Now, let's look at your monthly calendar. So, Libra, the first week is looking fantastic. The energies are very good and positive. So, the first of the month is a great day for you to spend some time with your father figure, your gurus. You'll find that if you need to have that conversation with that father figure, it'll definitely bring you some insights. Now, moving on to the second and third and fourth of the month, these are great days for you to focus your energies at work. So definitely present those ideas, put your efforts in, because you'll definitely get credited for the work that you put in. You'll get recognized for the work that you put in. And you'll also see that your team workers, your higher ups will definitely be more supportive to you during this week. Now, the 5th and 6th are great days for you to do some socializing, doing some networking, especially if you're in social media. Great days for you to put some stuff up onto your social media. You should see good response. Now, moving on to the 7th, 8th, and 9th. These are days where you do need to be mindful of your energies, as your energies could be low on these days. You'll see that you want to self isolate. You could have any unexpected expenses. You could also, for instance, if you have anything that needs to be signed, definitely postpone it. Don't do it on these 3 days. Let this energy pass. If you have any decisions that need to be made, don't do it on these 3 days, as you could make the wrong decisions and come to regret the decision that you've made. So let this energy pass to more favorable days. Now, moving on to the 10th and 11th, these are your days. This is where you want to rest, relax, and reflect. So regain your energies. Moving on to the 12th, 13th, and 14th, these are your money days. This is where you'll find that the money is easier to manifest on these days. You'll see more money in your wallet. If you need to ask for money, great days for that. If you've lent out money and need it back, great days to ask for it back. The money flow is definitely there on those days. 15th and 16th. This is where you have a lot of local trip traveling, whether it's leisure, whether it's work related. You'll see yourself on the roads on these days. 17th and 18th. This is where the energies at home are quite nice, quite supportive, so you're happy at home. 19th, 20th, and 21st. This is where you'll find that these energies are very positive when it comes to your mental clarity, your focus, your concentration. You're actually able to absorb information really nicely on these days. So if you're taking a course, if you're a student, great days for you. If you're an artist, these are also great days that you'll find that the energy is flowing on these days. The creativity is on a high on these days. So definitely put out some work on these days, work on your projects. If you're a writer, if you're an artist, great days for you. 22nd and 23rd, this is where you do need to be mindful of your energies related to health, debt, disputes. If you have court cases, not favorable days for you to have those dates. So definitely change those dates to more favorable days so the results are more in your favor. 24th and 25th, these are your honey days. This is where you want to spend some time with your significant other, go out on a date, spend some time bonding, and you'll see that your energies are very much in sync. 26th and 27th, this is where you need to be mindful of your energies. The energies around you are very stressed. You're going to feel very stressed on these days. You're not going to be feeling your best. So best thing to do is lay low, let this energy pass. Moving on to the 28th and 29th. This is where your energies have lightened up a bit and you're feeling more optimistic. You're feeling more, you're in a better mood moving forward towards the end of the month. So definitely the last 4 days are great days for you to spend some time, focus on your work environment. If there's any meetings to be had, the last 4 days are the most positive days for you to do that. The first week and the last week of the month are really good work weeks for you. So definitely put in the work, put in the effort, and do those meetings, have those presentations, because it'll be in your favor. You'll get the credit that you need, the recognition that you deserve, and you'll get the credit that's due to you at work. And your superiors, your coworkers will be more supportive on these days. So there you go, Libra. That's May 2025. Please let me know how this calendar resonates with you, and comment below how I can improve the calendar so it's more beneficial to you. And please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Scorpio, this is your May 2025 monthly horoscope. So, Scorpio natives, relationships take center stage. Scorpio with the Sun, Venus, and later Mercury activating your seventh house of partnerships, both business and personal, are in focus. Love can also flourish beautifully. Weddings, engagements, or even moving in together are favored. But ego clashes can arise if you're being too dominating. Now, in regards to health, health remains strong overall, but issues related to kidneys or reproductive systems may need minor attention. So, career-wise, partnerships or contracts signed now could define your future path. Now, looking at finances. Financially, balance is the key. Mutual agreements signed could bring prosperity, but solo ventures might struggle. So now let's look at your monthly calendar. So the first of the month starts off as a stressful day. So you could have a lot on your mind beginning of this month. So definitely let this energy pass, as the first week is actually a really good week as far as work is related. So moving to the second, third, and fourth, this is where the stressful energy does lighten up. You do feel better. You could have higher learning on your mind. You could have spirituality on your mind. If you want to spend some time with any of your gurus or father-like figures and get some advice from them, great time for that as well. You should be able to really, your energies with them will definitely be in sync, and you should be able to have good communication on these days with them. Moving on to the 5th and 6th, this is where you want to focus on your career. So definitely put in the time that's due at work, because it's required here. You definitely will get the recognition that's due to you. You'll actually have the support that's due to you at work. So definitely make the most of these energies. 7th, 8th, and 9th, this is where you want to focus your energies on networking. Expand your social circle. You'll benefit from the connections, and any work that you want to do in collaborations will definitely be in your favor on these days. Moving forward to the 10th and 11th, this is where your energies are low. You could have unexpected expenses, and keep those decisions pending. Don't make any decisions on these 2 days, as you could make the wrong decision. And moving forward to the 12th, 13th, and 14th, this is where you want to focus your energy on yourself. This is where you want to rest, relax, self-reflect, and collect your energies again for the month. Moving on to the 15th and 16th, these are your money days. These are where the money flow will definitely be there for you. It'll manifest easily for you. If you need to borrow money, if you need to send out those invoices, definitely great days for that. So now let's move forward to the 17th and 18th. These are great times for you to spend with your siblings, because you'll definitely enjoy doing hobbies, spending some time with them, doing some local trip traveling. If you have any communication that needs to be done with them, it's also a great time for that as well. You'll see that your energies are very much in sync. It's a good time with them. 19th, 20th, and 21st. This is again, so from the 15th on to the 23rd, actually, you'll see that the energies in the home environment are quite nice. They're very supportive, especially on the 19th, 20th, and 21st. You're quite happy at home. The home environment is supportive. You're feeling understood and loved, and good time for you there. 22nd and 23rd, these are good mental energies. This is where the mental clarity is there, the creativity is there, your creativity juices are flowing. If you're somebody who does writing, if you're an artist, you'll see that your creativity is at a peak here. Moving forward to the 24th and 25th, this is where you could see some health challenges. You could see you could have debts and disputes on your mind. So be a little bit mindful of your energy. Let this energy pass. If you have any court cases, if you have dates on these days, postpone them to a more favorable day so that the outcome is more in your favor. So the energies around you are not supportive on these days. So just lay low and let this energy pass. Moving on to the 26th and 27th, these are your days. These are your honey days. This is the time you want to spend with your significant other. If you're married in a committed relationship, great time to bond with them. Your energies will be definitely in sync on these days. Moving on to the 28th and 29th, this is where you'll find that your energies are very stressed. Like the first of the month, the first, 28th, and 29th, these days are stressful days. You'll feel like you have too much on your plate, too much on your mind, emotionally, mentally, physically. You're having a tough time on these days. So let this energy pass, lay low. It's only a couple of days. And then on the 30th and 31st, you'll see that your energies have lightened up. You're feeling better. You're feeling luckier. You're feeling more spiritual. You're feeling, you're in that happier mood. More optimism is coming your way. So the month definitely ends on a very good, positive note for you. So Scorpio, your caution days are the 10th, 11th, 24th, 25th, the 1st and 28th and 29th of the month, where you need to be cautious of unexpected expenses, health-related issues. You could have debt-related issues. You could have debt on your mind, and you could easily get into a dispute with someone because the energies around you are irritated, and you are also very irritated yourself on these days. So just be a little bit mindful, lay low on these days, and let these days pass. Your money days, where you should see money manifest, is the 15th, 16th, where you should see physical money in your hands, in your pocket, more than usual. If you want to learn about money, you want to learn about the markets, the 22nd, 23rd are great days for you. If you want to invest further, then the 7th, 8th, and 9th are really good days for that. Again, this is not financial advice. Speak to a professional. For your honey days, if you're married in a committed relationship, 19th, 20th, 21st are great days where you could spend some romantic time with your significant other. If you're single, then the 22nd and 23rd are your best days. Now, if you're a student, if you are doing any kind of course, if you're doing any kind of art related work, anything creative, writing a book, then the days that are more favorable for you would be the 22nd and 23rd, where your mental energies are very concentrated, very focused, your creative juices are flowing on these days. So make the best of this energy. And for you, Scorpio, where you want to relax, rest, rejuvenate, collect your energies again. The 12th, 13th, and 14th are days where you want to spend on yourself. So definitely make the most of those energies. So Scorpio, if you found today's video helpful, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And please comment below how you're finding these calendars. Do you find them helpful? How can I improve these calendars? Your support is greatly appreciated, and your feedback is very much appreciated. Thank you so much for watching today. Scorpio, this is Sagittarius. This is your May 2025 monthly horoscope. Now, Sagittarius sees May as a work-focused month. Your 6th house is very active, excellent for tackling health, debt, legal matters, and job performance. Now, love might take a quieter tone. Acts of service and care matter more than dramatic romantic gestures. Now, health does improve when you are staying disciplined. Starting a workout or even a diet plan could now have lasting effects. Now, looking at career involves hard work, but also strong winds are there for you. So handling workplace enemies wisely, professionally, could help you beat conflicts in your workplace. Now, looking at finances, money sees gains, but steady and slow. So avoid gambling or any high-risk moves. Now let's look at your monthly calendar. So the first of the month is looking to be a fabulous month, especially because it's your love day. This is where you want to spend some time with your significant other, especially if you're married or in a committed relationship. A great day for you to have that time with that special someone. Go out on a date and enjoy the energy of the day. Moving on to the second, third, and fourth. This is where your energies are stressed. This is where you're feeling like you're dealing with too much, whether it's emotional, mental, physical. You're feeling this energy is very heavy. So it could also be related to your in-laws, joint finances, any family type issues. So again, lay low, let this energy pass because the week ahead is a fabulous week. So from the evening of the 4th into the 5th, your energies have lightened up. You're feeling better by now. This is also a great time for you to spend with your father or any father-like figure. If you need to have any conversations, you need some advice, great time for you to do that on the 5th and 6th. The 7th, 8th, and 9th, these are great for your public image. This is where, you want to definitely put in the work that's due at work because you'll definitely get recognized. You'll get the credit that's due to you. The 10th and 11th, this is where you want to spend some time with your friends and have some fun and really get the gains that you desire. So it's definitely a good 2 days for you there. So make the most of this energy, enjoy yourself. The 12th, 13th, and 14th, these are energies you have to be careful of. Okay, so your energies will be low. You could have unexpected expenses. You could also have some decisions that need to be made. I would recommend that you keep those decisions pending, as you could come to regret the decisions you do make on these days. So don't commit to anything and don't sign any papers that don't need to be signed, especially on these 3 days, as you could come to regret signing them later on. So definitely keep those decisions pending. And your energy would definitely will be low. You're going to want to self-isolate. You're not going to feel loved and supported. So you're going to want to be in your cocoon. But moving forward to the 15th and 16th, this is where you're starting to feel better now. You're feeling more relaxed. Great days for you to focus on yourself, to rest, relax, and recollect your energies. And also reflect on the past couple of days and see what happened there. And especially if you made some decisions, if you did go and make that decision, then you're going to reflect on that decision on these 2 days and say, I should have waited. I should have listened to Tina. So now moving forward to the 17th and 18th, these are your money days. Okay, so your wealth, your family will come into focus on these days. You'll also see that you're able to manifest money easily on these days. So definitely make use of that money energy. And your speech will also hold more weight on these days. So if you need to have that talk with your family members, this is a great time because your words will hold more weight. People will actually listen to what you have to say and actually appreciate what you have to say. Now, moving forward to the 19th, 20th, and 21st, this is where you want to relax, enjoy your hobbies, do some communication, spend some time with your siblings, and it's a good, enjoyable energy. You could even do some, local trip traveling. Moving on to the 22nd and 23rd, this is where the home environment is very supportive, very loving. You're feeling very much at peace and happy here. Moving on to the 24th and 25th, this is where the romance is in the air. You're wanting to enjoy yourself, seek some pleasure, and you're being very creative on these days. So good energies, good time for you to have that date. So moving on to the 26th, 27th, this is where, again, you have to be mindful of your energies. You could have health-related issues. You could have debt on your mind. You could be dealing with debt-related issues. And you could also get into an argument with someone. So be careful because debt and disputes are definitely in the air during these 2 days. So best thing to do is lay low, let this energy pass. Okay, because moving ahead, the 28th and 29th, great days for you with your partner. If you're in a business partnership, this is a great time for you to sit down, have that meeting and exchange ideas and discuss the partnership, discuss the business. Could be your energies will definitely be more in sync on these 2 days and you'll actually get the outcome that you want. So the 1st, the 28th and 29th, great days for that. Moving on to the 30th and 31st. Again, your energies are stressed here. You're dealing with a lot of stuff on your plate here. So definitely lay low, let this energy pass, because the first of the month of June, you're looking at better energies, and the first week of June is looking to be a more positive energy week. So let this energy pass. So Sagittarius, your caution days are the 12th, 13th, 14th, 26th, and 27th, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 30th and 31st. Now you're saying that's a lot of days, and it is. So you do have to be a little bit mindful in the month of May. So just practice some caution, lay low on these days. If you have any decisions that need to be made, don't do them on these days. If you're someone dealing with a court case, these are dates to avoid because the decisions will not be in your favor. If you're dealing with anything health related, you'll find that you're not feeling your best on these days. If you're looking for support and supportive energy around you, it will not be on these days. So just lay low, let this energy pass. Now, when we're talking about money and finances, your best days are 17th and 18th. Like physical, actual money will manifest itself more on 17th and 18th. If you want to learn about money, then the 24th and 25th are great days for you. If you're someone who wants to study the markets, learn the markets, study the charts, see what's been happening in the markets, great days to learn and absorb that information. Something will click and you'll learn something new. Now, moving forward to what are the best days for you to invest further if you're already in the markets. Then the 10th and 11th are your best, days for you. Again, this is not financial advice. Please speak to a professional for that. Now, let's talk about the good things of life. So the love days, your honey days. So for those who are in committed relationships, the 1st, 28th, and 29th are great days for you to go out and spend some time with that significant other. And if you're single, then the 24th and 25th are good days for you to have that date. Now, if you're in school and you're a student, or if you're taking any kind of courses, if you're in the arts, if you're in writing, then the 24th and 25th are great days where your creativity is flowing, where your mental focus is there, your concentration is there, and you're really able to absorb anything that's in front of you. So there you go, Sagittarius. That is the month of May. Please comment below how these calendars are resonating with you and how you think I can improve these calendars so that way I present a calendar that's more useful to you. So please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, as your support is greatly appreciated. Thank you for watching today. Capricorn, this is your May 2025 monthly horoscope. So Capricorn, joy returns. May lightens up your 5th house. The house of creativity, romance, fun, and children are major themes for the month of May. Love blooms vibrantly in the month of May. It's a beautiful time for dating, proposing, or even planning children. And when we're looking at health for the month of May, it's a wonderful month, but keep an eye on, your diet. You might want to indulge in sweets, partying, so that can throw you off track. So just be mindful of that. In regards to career allows you to shine creatively. Okay, because the 5th house is highlighted. And for those who are in the field of art, your art projects, your presentations are going to be doing very well. Or innovative leadership is also very favored this month. Now let's look at finances. Money luck really does improve dramatically through self-expression, investments, and speculation if it's done wisely. Now let's look at your monthly calendar. So the month begins on a caution note. So you do have to be a little bit mindful on the first of the month in regards to health, debts, disputes. The energies will not be in its best. It won't be as favorable. So moving forward to the 2nd, the 3rd, the 4th, this is where these are your honey days. So if you're in any kind of partnership, if you're in a committed relationship, great days for you to actually spend some time with your significant other. This is where you can see that your energies are very much in sync. And this is even to do with your business partner. So if you need to have that meeting with your business partner, you need to collaborate, you need to come up with any ideas, you need to make any presentations, great time for you to do that because they'll actually be able to support you in your ideas. They'll actually be in sync with your energies. And this is also to do with if you're married or in a committed relationship, great time for you to sit down, have that chit chat with your significant other because they're going to be in sync with your energies and they'll be more they'll be more inclined to see things your way during these days because the energies are in favor. Moving on to the 5th and 6th, this is where the energies are a little bit stressed. You do feel like you're dealing with a lot mentally, emotionally, physically. You're feeling a little bit overwhelmed. So best thing to do is lay low, let this energy pass. Moving on to the 7th and 8th, this is where your energies do lighten up. You are feeling more optimistic. It's a happier tone, and it's a happier energy. So this week of the 7th to the 14th, wonderful, fabulous week as far as optimism. You could have a lot of work to do as far as anything that's work related. So your attention is going to go towards your work during this week of the 17th to the 14th. And I would say put in all your efforts, put your time in, do the things that need to be done and present the things that need to be presented because you'll definitely get the credit that's due to you. Your superiors, your higher ups, your coworkers, your teammates will definitely appreciate the work you do. And you'll also see that your ideas are very creative. You'll come up with a lot of new ideas because the 5th house is very activated for you in the month of May. Now, moving on to the 12th, 13th, and 14th. Now, this is looking at your 5th house again. So these are great days for you to socialize. Go out there, have some fun, enjoy yourself, do some socializing, do some networking. Really good positive days. Now, moving on to the 15th and 16th. This is where you do need to practice some caution. Your energies will be low. You could have unexpected expenses and you might have to make some decisions. I would say keep that decision pending. Let this energy pass so you don't make any wrong decisions, which are not for your benefit. Now, moving on to the 17th and 18th. This is where you want to focus on yourself, rejuvenate yourself, rest, relax, concentrate your energies on yourself. Do for yourself now. Moving on to the 19th, 20th, and 21st. These are your money days. This is where you want to focus your energies on generating more money, manifesting more money. You'll actually be able to physically see more money in your wallet. If you need to borrow money, great days for that as well. Now, these are also great days for you to spend time with your family, and your speech, your communication with your family will actually be on a positive note here. You could also see that your words actually hold more weight. So this is a good time for you to have that communication with your family. Anything you need to discuss, have that family meeting, great time for that. Everything will be in your favor. Now, moving on to the 22nd and 23rd, happy energy. Okay, this is where you could spend some time working on your hobbies, just relaxing, communicating. You could do have some activity with your neighbors. So great time with your immediate environment. Now, moving on to the 24th and 25th. Again, happy energy, positive energy. The home environment here is loving, it's supporting, it's a good time. You'll see that your energies with your mother are very much in sync here. Moving on to the 26th and 27th. These are great days for you to focus on your creativity. It'll definitely flow more freely on these days. If you're somebody in school, this is a great time for you to do your studies, to hand in that project, to really, your focus will be sharp. Your concentration will be sharp. You'll be able to articulate the things that you need to articulate, and you'll be able to absorb any information that's in front of you. So really good energies as far as mental energies. Now, the 28th and 29th, this is where you do need to be mindful of your energies because the energies around you are irritated. Your energies within you are irritated, which could cause any kind of disputes. So you want to kind of lay low on these days. And also your health is also not at its best. You won't be feeling your best, whether it's emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually, you won't be feeling your best on these days. You could also be dealing with debt-related issues, or you could have debt get on your mind. You could have expenses happen on these days as well. Now, if you're someone who's dealing with a court case, the 28th and 29th, the 5th, 6th, 15th, and 16th, these days are not favorable. If you have any court dates, definitely don't have them on these days, as the results will not be in your favor. If you need to make any decisions, definitely don't do them on these days, as you could make the wrong decision on these days. So let this energy pass. Do it on the more positive days so the outcome is more in your favor. So again, Capricorn, your caution days are 15th, 16th, the 1st, 28th, 29th, and the 5th and the 6th. So on these days, just be mindful of your energies. Lay low, let this energy pass. Don't make any decisions that don't need to be made right away. Don't sign any papers that need to be signed. And try to be mindful of your energies and the energies around you so you don't get into an argument with anyone. And be mindful of your health. Give yourself the rest and care that you need. Now, your money days are the 19th, 20th, and 21st. That's where you actually should see good money flow. If you want to learn about the money markets, then the 26th, 27th are your best days to learn about the markets, study the charts, see what is happening in the markets. And if you are already in the markets and you want to invest further, then the 12th, 13th, and 14th are your best days. Again, this is not financial advice. Please speak to a professional for that. Now, your honey days. If you're married, if you're in a committed relationship, in a partnership, then the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 30th, and 31st are your best days. Now, that's almost a full week, so it's a good, loving month for you. You have love in the air for you, Capricorn. Now, for those of you who are single and want to have that special date, do something romantic, be creative, then the 26th and 27th are your best days where you really should make the most of that energy. Now, for those of you who are studying in school, for those of you in a course or artists, writers, then the best days for you would be the 26th and 27th of the month. So definitely make the most of that energy. And I would say, Capricorn, take the 17th and 18th for yourself. Okay, so that you collect your energies, rest, relax, and do some self-reflection. And you'll see that the month of May is a wonderful month for you, filled with a lot of opportunities. So I hope you make the best of every opportunity that comes your way. Please let me know how these calendars are resonating with you. Comment below on how you think I could improve these calendars for you. And please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much. Aquarius, this is your May 2025 monthly horoscope. So home and heart matters rule May. Your 4th house is energized, making a good time for moving, renovating, or healing family relationships. Now love becomes deeply emotional, nurturing bonds are formed. Old family wounds may also resurface, offering a time to heal these wounds. Now when it comes to health, health depends on mental peace. So cluttered homes also could disturb your sleep, so definitely do some cleanup there. Now, in regards to career moves slower this month. Focus on background work rather than big changes. And when it comes to finances, money sees spending on property, home goods, family needs, so consider it an investment, not a loss. Now let's look at your monthly calendar. So Aquarius, the first of the month is a good day for you where you'll see that mental clarity is definitely there. You're feeling very focused and you're feeling very creative. So definitely if you are working on something, if you're trying to learn something, good day for that. Now moving on to the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th of the month. This is where you do need to be mindful of your health, any hidden enemies, any unexpected expenses, any disputes. If you have court cases, these are not favorable days for you, so definitely make it on a more favorable day. Now moving on to the 5th and 6th, these are your honey days. This is where love is in the air. If you're married, if you're in a partnership, good days for you to spend with your spouse. Now, the 7th, 8th, and 9th, these are where you have to be mindful of your energies. These are stressful days. You could feel very overwhelmed on these days. You could feel like you're dealing with a lot. It could just be, emotional stress. It could be mental. It could be physical stress as well. So you could be dealing with anything related to joint expenses, joint finances, family related issues, just feeling mentally and emotionally overwhelmed on these days. So just let this energy pass, as the week ahead is a really positive and optimistic week. So just lay low and let this energy pass. Now moving on to the 10th, 11th. This is where, your energies are feeling more light. They've lightened up a bit. You could have travel on your mind. This is also a good time for you to spend with your father to, if you need to have a discussion with your father, you need some advice from your father, some support. It's a good time for that. You'll see that your energies are very much in sync with them. Moving forward to the 12th, 13th, and 14th. These are days where you want to focus your energies on work. So definitely do the work, present your skill set properly. You need to showcase your skill set. You need to show your superiors, and you'll definitely get the credit that's due to you. You'll find that your work environment is supportive on these days. Your colleagues, your higher ups are more supportive on these days as well. Moving on to the 15th and 16th, you'll find that this is a good time for you to do some, if you're already in the markets, this is a good time for you to study the markets. You'll definitely be able to, if you're already in the markets and you want to invest further, these are also good days for you as well. Now, remember, this is not financial advice. Definitely speak to a professional for that. Now, moving on to the 17th and 18th, this is where you might feel a little bit isolated. It could be self-isolation because your energies are feeling very low. You're kind of feeling a little bit down. You're feeling a little bit sad. You're feeling a little bit alone. So you don't really want to be with anybody physically, mentally, emotionally. You need your own space here. Now, these 2 days, you could also be dealing with unexpected expenses. You could also be dealing with any kind of decisions that need to be made. Don't do them on these days, because chances are you'll make the wrong decision and then you'll come to regret it. So moving on to the 19th, 20th, and 21st. So if you do make that decision on the 17th, 18th, it'll be the 19th, 20th, and 21st where you'll look back, reflect on that decision, and kind of regret it. So definitely, let that energy of the 17th, 18th pass. So, and if any documents need to be signed, don't do them on the 17th, 18th. Let that energy pass. And the week ahead is a really, really good week from the 19th to the 29th. So, you have plenty of time to deal with those things then. So 19th, 20th, and 21st, those are days where you want to focus the energy on yourself. Okay, so treat yourself. Do some resting, do some relaxation, do some journaling, do some yoga meditation, anything to collect your energies and to rejuvenate yourself. Now, moving on to the 22nd, 23rd. These are days that are your finance days, your money days, where you'll see that the money is really flowing in nicely. You should be able to financially benefit on these days. So make the most of that energy, manifest money on these days. So the 24th and 25th, great and positive days for you to do some hobbies, especially with your siblings. Spend some time with them because your energies will be in sync. So the 22nd onwards to the 27th, this is a really good time for you to spend with your family, your siblings. You'll see the home environment is more positive during this week, especially on the 26th and 27th. You'll find that the home environment is very supportive on these days. You're happy at home. Moving on to the 28th and 29th. This is where, if you're someone who has children, great time for you to spend with your children. They'll appreciate it, and your energies will be very much in sync. You'll have a really good time together. You'll see that your creativity is also really flowing on these days. Now, you do need to be mindful of the 30th and 31st. Be mindful of your expenses, your health, any debts and disputes, and keep your decisions pending. As you could make the wrong choices on these days. So Aquarius, the days that you need to be mindful is 17th, 18th, the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 30th, 31st, 7th, 8th, and 9th. These are your careful days where you need to be extra cautious regarding your health, debt, disputes, expenses, any kind of decisions that need to be made, any kind of papers that need to be signed, any kind of court dates that you need to be at. These are days to avoid because the energies will not be in your favor. So definitely let these energies pass so that you can make the most of astrology for you and and do them on your more favorable days. Now let's look at your money days. That's the 22nd, 23rd, where you should physically see more money in your pocket. The 1st, 28th, and 29th, where you could learn about money, the markets, the stock market. If you're trying to get into the markets and learn more, really good days for you to learn. If you're already in the markets, then the 15th, 16th are your best days for you to invest further. Again, this is not financial advice. Please speak to a professional. Now, in regards to your honey days, then if you're married in a committed relationship, if you're in a partnership, the 5th and 6th are your best days for that date. And if you are single, then the 1st, 28th, and 29th are your best days. Now, if you're a student, then your best days are the 1st, 28th, and 29th, where you'll see that your mental clarity, your focus, your creativity is definitely flowing. You're able to absorb that information really easily, and things really click for you. So, make most of this energy. So there you go, Aquarius. That was May for you. Now, please let me know how these calendars are resonating with you in the comments below. Let me know how I could improve these calendars so that they're more useful to you. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching today. Pisces, welcome to your May 2025 monthly horoscope. So Pisces, communication is your superpower this month of May, with planets highlighting your 3rd house. So you could find new confidence in expressing yourself. So in regards to love, love feels playful and youthful. So you could have fun conversations which will deepen your bonds. In regards to health, health is strong, but you could have issues with your throat, or respiratory care could be important to you this month, especially if you're overusing your voice. In regards to career, career benefits from marketing, advertising, writing, and speaking related fields. You could get new contracts, new clients, or even networking. Success will be high this month. Now, in regards to finances, money flows easily when you're expressing ideas boldly. Freelancers especially will benefit from being more visible. So now let's look at your monthly calendar. So Pisces, the 1st of the month actually starts on a very positive note. So the home environment on the 1st of the month is very loving, very supportive. You'll find that your energies with your mother are very much in sync on this day of the 1st. Moving on to the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. These are, again, very positive energies. Your creativity will be on a high note here. And you'll see that mentally you're very focused. You're able to absorb information really easily on these days. Moving on to the 5th and 6th. This is where you do need to be mindful of your energies. You do need to be mindful of your health, debts, disputes, if you have any decisions that need to be made. So be a little bit mindful. If you're someone dealing with a court case, these 2 days are not favorable for any court dates. So let these days pass, and we're moving forward to the 7th, 8th, and 9th. This is where you'll find that the energies are positive here. You're very much in sync with your spouse. So this is a great time for you to actually spend some time with them, to build your bond, make it stronger. You'll see your energies are very much in sync here. Moving on to the 10th and 11th. This is where you have to be mindful of your energies because they are stressed. You're going to feel that the environment around you is very stressful to you, whether it's emotional, mental, physical, spiritual. You're not going to be feeling your best on these days. So let this energy pass. Moving on to the 12th and 13th. This is where things lighten up. Your energies are better. You're feeling more optimistic. You'll be thinking about spirituality, higher learning. And also your work week ahead is looking quite nice. So from the 12th to the 18th, it's a really good work week. So definitely put your energies towards your work, present yourself well. You'll have a lot of ideas. You'll have a lot of things you want to communicate because this is a very strong communication month for you. If you have any hobbies, if you have any writing, you'll see that you'll also, be able to do those with some benefit as well. Now, if you're bringing your communication into your work environment, it'll definitely get some attention. Your higher ups will appreciate your communication. So if you have any ideas, put them forward. People will hear and respect your ideas. Your public image will also get a boost during this week of the 12th to the 18th as well. Now, moving forward to the 17th, 18th, this is a good time for you to spend some time doing some socializing. Spend some time with your friends, have some fun, fulfill some desires, have a good time of it. Now, moving forward to the 19th, 20th, and 21st, this is where you do need to be mindful of your energies. You need to be a little bit cautious here because your energies are low here. You could have unexpected expenses and you could have some decisions that need to be made. I would say keep those decisions pending. Don't do them on these days as you could make the wrong decision and come to regret that decision. So just be mindful of this energy. It's easier to handle when you're mindful of this energy and you know what energy you're dealing with, and just let it pass. And you have a really, the rest of the month is actually very positive, very favorable. That's when you want to make those decisions. That's when, if you have papers to sign and you have court dates, then you want to do it on the more positive days. So moving forward to the 22nd, 23rd, this is where you want to focus on yourself. Rest, relax, do some self-reflection, work on yourself on these days. Give energy back to yourself on these days. Moving forward to the 24th and 25th, these are your money days. You want to focus on your finances, on your family. Good day for food as well. You really will have a good day here. Good day for manifesting finances as well. Moving on to the 26th and 27th, this is where you want to focus on your skill set. You want to focus on your communication, your hobbies. They'll be highlighted on these days. The 28th and 29th, again, favorable, positive energies. Your home environment is going to be very loving and supportive. People at home will be very much in sync with you. The 30th and 31st, great days, positive energy again. The last, half of the month is looking really, most of the month is really good for you, actually. You have a lot of very positive days. So the 30th and 31st, you want to do something fun. You want to enjoy yourself. Do something that brings you pleasure. So Pisces, I hope you make the best of every opportunity that May brings to you. Please let me know how these calendars are resonating with you. Again, this is Vedic astrology, not Western astrology. So if you want to actually see these dates actually manifest in this way, you need to find your Vedic ascendant. So please let me know how these calendars are resonating with you in the comments below. Let me know how I can improve my calendars. What changes you would like to see as well. And please don't forget to comment below. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And thank you for watching.